Hi everyone, welcome back on to the Dogwoods Flower Farm. It's flower bed cleanup day, which is also going to include some tree stump removal. I've got a flower bed on the side of the house that seems to be my redheaded stepchild. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll get started. Let's take an overview of this flower bed. I've done a video of me cleaning this up before, and every year it just seems to be a forgotten, neglected space. If you've followed along at all, you know that my husband and I both own our own businesses, so yard work is something that has to happen on the weekends. But let me show you what we've got going on. We have got weeds that are about as big as Dallas. I think there are 3 tree stumps in here that have to come out. Here's one. That's a pretty decent size. I didn't realize it was that big. There's 1, 2, and then of course this is the 3rd. We actually lost all 3 of those trees in a tornado that came through a couple years ago. So I really need to get them out. I've not done this bed correctly. What I should have done from the get-go, pulled them out after it happened, laid the cardboard, done the mulch, all of that. So today is the day we're going to do it correctly. Tree stumps are coming out, cardboard's going to get put down, and then I'm going to mulch on top of it. And I'm debating whether or not I want to keep wildflowers in here. I'll keep a few. The daisies are over here. Let's look at the daisies. My son gave me some daisy seeds, so those are kind of special to me. So I think I will definitely keep I know I will definitely keep those. But some of this other stuff, this is wild lemon balm. You know, that can come out. The larkspur can come out. This tree here needs to be cleaned up. And, you know, there's a lot of work to do here today. This first stump is already out. It really only took me about 20 minutes, so let's just hope that the other 2 come out just as easily. Say that soil here is nice and sandy. In Texas, we have heavy clay soil, but whoever had this property before us, they did use this as a flower bed, and they had done a lot of amendments, so that is really helping out as well. So 1 down, 2 to go. Here's hole 2, and it actually came out much faster than the first one. This one only took about 10 minutes. And you can see it just kind of disintegrated in the shovel. So 2 down, 1 to go. Okay, here's a quick shot of the progress. My sweet husband, I'd love to take credit for digging all 3 holes, but I really only dug 1. He dug the 2nd and 3rd hole. So those are all out. It's looking really good. What I'm doing now is digging up all of the trumpet vine, and then I have this vine here. I pulled it so you can see that it's like an ivy. It's a real chartreuse color, and it is the devil. So I thought, you know, I'm already hot, I'm already sweaty, let's just do it right. So let me give you an angle from this side. So here's the aftermath of digging holes, and we're just going to keep going till it's done today. The last thing I need to do before I can start planting, because all the holes are filled, I need to trim all the suckers off of the bottom of this tree. And then this is one of the roots from the trumpet vine, so I've got to finish digging that out. And then I will be ready to start planting. Unfortunately, I did have to pull out a number of my iris. I had to do that because the trumpet vine roots were running right through the middle of them. So it's pretty toasty out here. So I need to get those back in the ground as quickly as I possibly can. I am ready to plant, but before we do, just wanted to show you, we have 1, 2, 3 spirea. I'm gonna plant another one here, and I'm actually gonna plant it next to this tree because we are eventually going to cut that tree down. It won't happen today, maybe in the next couple of weeks, but I want all the spirea to be about the same. But I'm almost thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I may have room for 2 more. Let me take you over here real quick while I go pick those up because I want to show y'all something. I've been so unbelievably happy with the gladiolas this year. Last year, not so much. This year, look at how beautiful these are. And I love orange anyway, but look at how beautiful the gladiolas are. And the daylilies are blooming, and I can't remember the name of those. And I want to say either Coreopsis or Heliopsis. And then look at this. The Rudbeckia, whoops, sorry, I got a fly buzzing around me. The Rudbeckia is looking beautiful. Okay, here is the funniest thing. This is a crepe myrtle. This little guy started out as a skinny little twig. I just got this last year. Every year from the Arbor Day Foundation, I give them the $10 and then they send me the 12 little twigs. And I am just so thrilled with how big that's gotten. We got to keep walking. The flies are happening. We got roses blooming. We've got bee balm, salvia. The marigolds are looking beautiful. Dahlias are looking great. This is forget what the name of that vine is, but my son gave it to me for Mother's Day. But look at this. Isn't that glad gorgeous? These guys have just been trucking along, so I really see more gladiolas in my future. The Yellow Rose of Texas is doing great. Coleus are coming along. But if you look, see the specks of red? Just doing so good. Just loving the glads. But we're gonna grab one more of these spireas. I think that's gonna leave me with just 2, which I do have a plan for. Oh, look at this. Okay, so this, let me grab this. This is the crepe myrtle that I got this year from the Arbor Day Foundation. So I got that one that I haven't planted yet. Let me show you one other one. I've added a new flower bed. We'll talk about that later. But here it is. There's the other crepe myrtle from the Arbor Day Foundation. Aren't they just the cutest little things? You give them $10, you get a dozen trees. I've had 4, 5, 6 of them that survived this year. So, about half of them. I cannot complain. Let me grab another spirea. All right, we're gonna come up here and get these guys planted. I've got one that's up here in this garden fail that I'm going to transplant over there. And I'm not gonna be able to do it on camera because my phone will overheat. It is really warm out here today and I'm trying not to complain about it, just get it done. But see my garden fail. So I'm gonna pull that one. And then I've got these 3 Shasta daisies. That one there looks like the dog's been peeing on it, but I'll turn the camera back on when we get these all planted, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, the spireas are in. I ended up putting in 5 of them, plus I transplanted the 3 Shasta daisies. This one over here, you know, I don't have high hopes for it. You know, we'll see what happens, but this is the one. I really think our dog was using it as a fire hydrant, but it's in the ground. We'll give it a go. We're on to the next step, which is going to be laying the cardboard. I'm not sure I'm going to do that tonight. This has been a really long day. It is so blistering hot out here. It's almost 5 o'clock, so we're like at the hottest point of the day. So, you know, I may just start again tomorrow. I'm up bright and early today. I didn't finish up yesterday. I just had to give it up. It was a little warm, so I'm up bright and early this morning. I've got the cardboard down. Then the next thing is to haul the mulch and the mess. I need to get this away because the trash man comes today. We are one step closer. Thankfully, the good news is my mulch pile really isn't that far away. I've just got a little tough cart there, and we will haul it one wagon load at a time. This is actually my second load of chip drop. I think this was 12 cubic yards. This was 12 cubic yards. The one before, I believe, was only 8 cubic yards. But that's all I have left. I've added 2 new flower beds, plus I've remulched all the other flower beds, and I still have to go back and add mulch over the top of the drip lines. So I will be, needless to say, I will be very happy when this pile of mulch is gone. We're down to the last step of this project. I'm going to take the drip tape off. We had 2 runs of drip tape, and we had them going front and back. The problem with that was, because we really don't ever come over to this area very often, I was really just watering the weeds. So this go around, I want the water to be very targeted. And so we'll do 1 supply line and a spaghetti tubing. We are at the final step. Let me get down here and show you what we're doing. Super simple. So we've ran a main supply. Then we've put a double on here to connect. And this end has an emitter. And we've got an emitter at this end. So I'm going to run this through the other side of the fence to the David Austin. I've got this little punch tool here. I'm going to punch. Add that. They're covered in diatomaceous earth so that I don't get chiggers. So you see that, that's why that looks like that. We're just going to cover the supply line and move on to the next one. Really simple. This one, let me come over here, set the camera down. This one, same thing. It's got the double on it and an emitter here, emitter here. We're going to do exactly the same thing. hole. Pop that in. There. This guy. And then I'll come along and bury the supply line. Now this one we're doing it a little bit different. I have got, because what I want to do is this whole clump of iris. So this is just like a little sprinkler head. And then we've got one right in the middle as well. So we'll connect this and it'll feed through and water the whole clump. And we've done that on all of the irises. It's just a great way to get a big grouping of flowers all at once. So let me get this in and we'll move on to the next thing. Great news, we're done. Let's take a walk and see what a great before and after this has been. It's all done, set up to drip system. The only thing, well, okay, it's almost all done. I still have to shovel cut, but that's for another day. But what a difference this makes from just a couple of days ago. Let's walk this way, and here it is. So this is gonna be so fun to watch it grow and those spirea grow up. It's just gonna be perfect. Thank y'all so much for sticking with me through this. We are transforming our property just one small area at a time. So now we'll cross this one off our list. Thanks y'all, have a great day. Remember to hit the subscribe button.